Hey everyone, Miss Hadley here to show you how to set up your Grow at Home kit. I'm so excited about these. In your kit, you will have, let's open it up, a packet of seeds. Every one of you will be getting a different packet of seeds. A lot of you will be getting the same things, but some people will be getting different. I got cilantro. You will get 4 cups for planting the seeds in. You will get this nice big bag of soil. You will have a sheet that has directions, and on the inside it's got a link to the Tracey Farm to School website, which will have more information, and the Tracey Farm to School email address. If you have any questions, you or your parent can send an email to that email address. And it's got 4 popsicle sticks. You'll find out what these are for in a second. So, to get started, the other things you might want to grab really quickly are a paper towel that we can work on top of, just because pouring the water into the soil and putting the seeds into the soil might make a little bit of a mess. And if you're doing this on a table, like your kitchen table, your parents probably don't want you to make a mess while you're doing that. So get a paper towel to work on, maybe a spoon if you don't really want to get your hands super dirty and you don't want to touch the soil with your hands. And then you'll need a marker for marking the popsicle sticks. So, to get started, you'll want to get your soil damp. You don't want it to be completely soaked, but you don't want it to be completely dry because your seeds are most likely to sprout if they're planted in moist soil. I'm just putting mine under the faucet, adding a little bit of water there. That seems like enough. Zip it up, give it a little shake. There we go, nice damp soil. Now that my soil is damp, I'm gonna open that baggie back up. I'm gonna line my cups up one by one in front of me. Sometimes you have to be a little bit gentle pulling the part, or the tops of the cups might start falling apart a little bit. We don't want that. These cups are designed to fall apart easily. They're biodegradable, which means that they will dissolve naturally when left outside. And so when it's time to actually plant our seeds in the garden, we can just dig a hole big enough to put these cups in, and they'll dissolve naturally into the soil of the garden. Really cool. So now that I got my cups lined up, we're going to put some soil into each of these cups, just like this. Now, I'm using a spoon right now. Make sure it's okay with your parent or whoever you live with before you take a spoon from the kitchen to stick in a bag of soil. And you'll want to make sure you wash it well afterwards. And you might end up having to wash off the table a little bit. I'm making a mess. I don't know if you can tell. But you'll keep scooping your soil. You want to fill the cups so that they're about 2/3 of the way full. So there's still some space up at the top. I'll show you in a second what my cups look like when they are full. After we fill them 2/3, I'm really making a mess. Yeah, you may even want to do this outside, on a porch if you've got one, or in a backyard. Or you might want to put out more paper towels under your cups. Let's see. There we go. And there's extra soil so that if you happen to spill some, there's always extra in the bag. Okay. So this is about how full my cups are. Not all the way full. There's a little bit of room at the top. Ignore all of the mess on the table. Then it's time to plant our seeds. This is the exciting part. So first, what you probably want to do, and this is a good thing to do when planting any type of seed, is read the packet. This one says, add soil in pot. Check. Insert 2 to 3 seeds, then cover with more soil. Make the soil firm gently with the hand. Water the pot evenly, keep moist but not soaking wet. Seedlings will sprout in 14 to 21 days. Then keep in a warm, well-lit area. So seed packets always have lots of interesting information about how to plant seeds so that they'll grow best. So my cilantro seeds, I'm going to carefully open up my envelope and pour them out into my hand. Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it looks like I have 7 seeds and I have 4 pots. So it says put 2 to 3 in each pot. Well, I'm gonna put 1 in 2 of the pots and 2 in the other ones. I don't think I did that math right. I'm gonna put 1 in one of the pots and then 2 in the other 3 pots. Yeah, that adds up. 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 7. So first I'm going to make a little hole with my finger in the top of the soil in each of these pots. One little hole for every seed I'm going to plant. Just a tiny little hole with just the tip of my finger. Then I'm going to put 1 seed in each of the little holes that I made. Boop, 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 and 6, and 7. There we go. Then I'm going to cover up the seeds with just a little bit more soil. So I'm going to put maybe 1 more scoop on top of each pot. Just 1 more scoop. And more of a mess on the table. I'll clean it up, don't worry. And then, like my seed packet said, I will make the soil firm gently with my hand. So that means I'm just going to press lightly down just a little bit on the top of each one. Excellent. My seeds have been planted. Now normally after planting seeds, I would then water them a little bit, but we just put some water into the soil, so the soil's feeling nice and damp right now. So they're ready to go for now. Then I'm going to move my seeds to a sunny location, like a windowsill would be a great place if you have a nice sunny windowsill. It's nighttime right now, so this window is dark, but during the daytime, this windowsill gets a lot of sun. So this is where I'm going to put my plants to grow. After you've placed your seeds, you want to check on them often. So check on them every day to see if they've sprouted yet, but also to check to make sure the soil is still damp. So if the soil feels dry, you want to gently water them so they have enough water. To make that easy for yourself, you could try using a cup to just gently pour some water into each one. Now the water might run through the cups and come out the bottom. There are little tiny holes in the bottom of each cup. See, like that. So you might want to put a paper towel under each pot, just to make sure that if there is any water that leaks out of your pots, you don't make a mess all over your house. And it looks like all of my pots fit together on top of this one paper towel. Bye, babies. Good luck. Oh, and I almost forgot. We don't want to forget what type of plants we planted. And when we all start bringing our little cups back to school to plant our plants in the school garden, it might get confusing if there are 1,000 little brown cups with little baby plants in them and we can't tell what's what. So this brings me to the popsicle sticks. On each of your 4 popsicle sticks, I want you to take a marker or a crayon or a pencil or whatever and write the name of the plant you planted. So I'm going to write cilantro on each one of my popsicle sticks. Then you'll put your popsicle sticks into each of the cups. Just like that. And then when you bring them back into school, we'll know exactly what's what. So in a month or so, when you have cute little baby plants, it will be time to move them out of their cups and into a garden. So that might mean you might just want to keep them at home and plant them in your garden at home, and that's totally fine. We've got so many seeds going out that we will have plenty for the school garden and anybody who wants to keep them. But if you want to bring them back to school and plant them into the school garden, then be on the lookout for some information from me or somebody else telling you when to bring your plants back into school. We will plant them all in the school garden, and we will have so many delicious things to eat in the school garden that you grew yourselves, and that's so cool. Happy planting. Please tell me how your plants are doing. Tell your friends, tell your teachers. I am so excited to see how this project goes. Bye everybody, enjoy.